it's Molly here. I'm back, and today our experiment is going to be using cans. Small ones, medium ones, and large ones. Our experiment today is going to be using the stove, ice water, and tongs. For this one, you will have to have parent supervision to be safe. And I'll just go ahead and get started with our experiment, and I'll tell you how it happened after the experiment's done. Let's get started. Okay, so I've put about a tablespoon of water in here. If you want, you can put a little bit more or a little bit less. But what I'm going to do is put it on the stove and turn it on, and what's going to happen is that it's going to start steaming out of it. And
you can turn it down a little bit more so it'll be closer around the can. There you go.
And I'll just see, you can already hear it. If you can't hear that, then if you do it, then you'll be able to see it, but you can see the steam starting to come out of it if you look really closely. But now I think it's ready. Don't you, Mom?
Yeah, if it's steaming, it's ready. Alright, can you grab it with one hand and turn the eye off with the other? There you go.
I'm just gonna... Well, it didn't work. It didn't work good that time, but as you can see, it's...
Turn the eye off.
As you can see, it crushed the can, but I didn't do it fast enough. So this was just the first one. I'm going to do two of the small ones.
Sit back over here out of the way.
I'm going to do two of the small ones, two of the medium-sized, and two of the large ones. But now I'm going to tell you how it works. Okay, so when it was steaming, it was pushing all the air out and leaving it with steam inside. So when I took it off of the stove and put it in the water, the question y'all will all be asking is, how was it crushed? I wasn't squeezing it. I just barely had a hold of it. So how it was crushed was by the air around us. Now you're wondering, if the air around us crushed the can, then why isn't it crushing us? Because we have a force that's pushing out while the air on the outside is pushing in. That's what's happening with this can right here and everything else. They have a force pushing. The air on the inside is pushing out while the air on the outside is pushing in. So that's how it was crushed. Now I'm going to go ahead and do the next. One. Let me get it on and start it. I'm just going to put it on. If you have a stove like mine, you can see I put it on 7. So that will probably be enough. But don't put it near the eye. Don't put the tongs near the eye because the tongs will get really hot. And also, when the can is crushed, it immediately goes back to normal temperature, so you can touch it right after. So I can already hear it starting to bubble or steam. You can see the
Yeah,
steam
I
already.
smell it, so go ahead and flip it.
It is kind of loud.
I think that one crushed even smaller. It's alright, just set it over there.
But you can see here, it crushed smaller because I did it faster. But if you do it too slow, it won't crush it at all because the air will just rush.
Let's see what the bigger ones do.
The air will just rush right back into it. So that's how it actually works. And if you want to, you can skip the next one of this and go on to the big one after this one's done. But I'd recommend watching them both because you never know. Both of them could turn out differently. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe, like this video if you want more of these science videos, and leave a comment of what type of video you want next. So it's already starting to steam. Now, this one might turn out a lot different, but I don't recommend using that much water right here. You can use just a little bit, but you'd have to have a little bit of water. I can already hear it.
Use the tongs, thank you.
It didn't work.
Well, don't let all the water out. Alright, it's probably cool now, just very gently. Leave that there. Try another one.
Here.
No, leave that there.
It is cool, so I'll just... If that happens, then just use the tongs to get it out and just let it cool off so you can touch it again.
Alright, turn it back on so we can show them what the bigger can does. Turn it back down some so it'll go around the can.
I have it on 7. There's our luck. It started perfectly. So, yeah, if that happens, all you have to do is just take it out and, of course, don't touch it yet because it will still be hot, but I'd suggest maybe let it sit in the water or something so it will cool off so you can do it. But again, here,
Alright, let's listen.
I think it's...
Now let it go for just a minute. There you go. Before it dries out. It's not wanting to collapse those cans.
Maybe I didn't have enough water now.
Might not have. Just lay it right there in the middle of the stove. It'll catch the water too. Lay it down in the stove. Right there. Thank you. Turn the eye off and tell them goodbye.
But we still got the biggest can.
We can come back with that.
I'm gonna do the big can. I'm gonna do the big can, or I'm gonna try this one again, but it's another one. I'm just gonna set that over there. But this one might work a lot better. But again, safety. Safety is best, so if you have one, get a fire extinguisher if it catches, just to be safe. I can already hear it and see it. So I will move this.
No, leave it where it is.
I'm just going to leave it. But now, do you think it's ready to flip?
I don't see the steam yet.
I can see it with a little bit of the fuzz on it. It's just flapping in there. Okay?
Alright. Ooh, there we go. Alright, so we didn't have enough water in it. And it needs a little extra in it to heat that taller can up.
You need to do it a little bit longer for the taller cans so it will actually crush it.
Alright, get one of the bigger ones.
Now here's the biggest one. Let's see if this one works.
You have to stop at the light, Molly. There you go.
Again, it might take a little bit for the steam to start coming out. Oh wait, I can hear it and see it now.
Well, it's not that much water, but you still gotta make sure the can's warm enough.
Yeah, you have to make sure the can's warm enough. I think it's ready, don't you? Okay.
Oh!
Now this one?
It's just a matter of getting the hole covered right also.
Yes, it actually is.
Because I guess if it cools down before the hole is covered, the air escapes. Instead of collapsing the can and
the
escapes.
air actually rushes back in.
Mm-hmm. All right.
But that's all I have to show for today. Bye. See you next time. And as always, be safe if you're trying this parent supervision. Bye. See you next time.